What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction video, and in this one we have how India's 2016 demonetization affected Pakistan. Now, before we dive into this video and figure out how Pakistan was affected, if you would like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is tap that join button to receive exclusive benefits that I know you would enjoy. But without further ado, let's dive right in.
We know Pakistan is not doing well. Pakistan is on the verge of bankruptcy. Pakistan is typically at any given point in time on the verge of bankruptcy. In the 1970s and 1980s, Pakistan's economy was doing quite well. Of course, they received foreign help, which is mainly help from the US and from the UK as well. And we know the Americans have had this long-standing relationship with Pakistan, which has been very beneficial for Pakistan in the Pakistani army and the Pakistani military. The US essentially funded and financed Pakistani terrorism in India for several decades. We know
That's crazy.
yeah. Now, of late, Pakistan has been doing very poorly. We know what the meme is, right? The begging ball meme. They have to keep on going to the World Bank, the IMF, the US, and earlier China for bailouts, for cash infusions. And now they are in a situation where they can no longer repay these loans. And when a country is not in a position to repay any of its loans, then oil exporting countries will be extremely reluctant to sell oil to Pakistan
Oh,
because
wow.
they're not going to be in a position to pay for that oil. So Pakistan could soon descend into a major economic crisis, energy crisis. They recently had this the blackout, the electrical blackout that lasted more than 24 hours, which was a disaster. It was a nationwide thing.
Jeez.
So Pakistan is not doing well. Now, where did Pakistan?
A nationwide blackout that lasted 24 hours is unfathomable to even think about. But I guess with them taking out all these loans from different countries and getting these cash infusions, I didn't see. I feel like I learned a lot in these videos. I didn't know. So oil export companies like refuse to sell you oil because you don't have the money to pay. You can't even pay these countries back. So what happens when you can't get oil? You can't make repayments. The country goes into an economic crisis. What happens to the country if worst came to? What's the worst case scenario? Like, does the country, I guess, get pieced apart to these countries that they owe? Worst case scenario, what happens?
Pakistan's big troubles begin is the big question. And one of the indicators of how well a nation is doing is to look at its currency and how the currency has been doing over several years. So let's take a look at Pakistan's currency, the Pakistani rupee. Let's take a look at the screen. Here we are. So let's compare. Let's see how the Pakistani rupee is doing against the euro. This is a chart. It's a 10-year chart. It begins in 2013, and it's all the way to today. Today, as you can see, it has dropped to an abysmally low position.
God.
So it's been dropping. But earlier it was doing well. The Pakistani rupee was growing in value. It was growing. It was in a plateau. It grew again. And then from some point around here, it starts dropping. Drop. It keeps dropping. And now it's in a extraordinarily low position. So this around over here, around somewhere around late 2016, early 2017, the drop begins. And that's a steady decline, and there is no coming back from it. Let's take a look at the Pakistan.
They done dropped at this point too low to I see what he said when they broke. Pakistan is absolute. Look at the Pakistan rupee, bro. It is at an all-time low.
Rupee
How do you pick that back up?
Once again, you have a steady plateau kind of area, many years, starting from 2013. It gains in value around 2016, and somewhere in late 2016, early 2017, the decline begins, and the decline is still continuing. As once again, it's at the lowest possible value right now. Let's take a look at the Pakistani rupee versus Indian rupee. Once again, we find the Pakistan rupee was strengthening, and sometime in late 2016, early 2017, it started declining. Declines. It tried to gain back some value, and it crashed. And now it's at an abysmally low position. Let's take the Pakistani rupee against the US dollar. Now, the US dollar is a currency that the Americans manipulate. They own the currency, it's a global reserve currency. So, as you can see, there is a bit of this is a very strangely, steadily flat line.
Yeah.
Very strange. So, clearly, there's some manipulation going on here. But once again, and after 2017, it drops.
Yeah.
Once again, these are very artificial looking drops, and now it's at an abysmally low position. So the US dollar is a special currency. It's a currency that the Americans can manipulate at will. But look at
That's
these three
crazy.
currencies: the euro, the Great Britain pound, great, okay, and the Indian
He
rupee.
said great. Okay. Okay.
The Pakistani rupee declines from late 2016 onwards in all three cases. What was so
Yeah.
special about late 2016? What happened in late 2016? This cannot be a coincidence. It was doing well until late 2016, and then it starts declining. In the case of the euro and the British pound and
The
the
Indian
Indian
rupee.
rupee. In each case, it's in late 2016, early 2017 that the
Yes.
decline happens of the Pakistani rupee. Now, what caused this decline is the question. Now, do we remember what happened in late 2016? So there is this date that is kind of etched in people's memory. November 8, 2016. That was the day the Prime Minister of India announced suddenly, late at night, that the Indian currency is being withdrawn, the currency notes, demonetization. So we had demonetization, which happened on 8 November 2016. And
Yes.
from November 2016
So
onwards,
demonetization, when you say the Indian's currency has been withdrawn, does that mean the currency India was using at the time, they stopped it, they said we're done, we're not using this currency anymore, and then they switched to the Indian rupee they have now, or what in terms necessarily does demonetization mean?
late 2016 onwards, the Pakistani rupee starts declining, starts declining. It cannot be a coincidence. Now, lots of people in India have said that the demonetization was a disaster. It has been bad for the Indian economy. But if you look at the Indian rupee and its performance, it's not really suffered. And India is going from strength to strength right now. But
Yeah.
Pakistan's decline begins in November, December 2016 and early 2017. And it has never recovered from that decline.
No,
So
it's doing
clearly,
terrible.
demonetization is something that exactly coincides with the beginning of the decline of the Pakistani currency and the Pakistani economy.
Yeah.
What is this about? How did that happen? So understand. So it's been how many years? 2016 to 2023, like 6 years. So now we are in a position to see a bigger slice of time and see that yes, it has actually worked. It has actually worked. So why, if it is demonetization that contributed greatly to this, how did it do it? It's very simple. It's not about black money. It's about fake Indian currency notes. The Pakistanis had a printing press or multiple printing presses which they used to create fake Indian currency notes.
Oh,
And apparently they
wow.
were pushing in billions of rupees worth of fake currency notes into the Indian market and into the global market, which
What?
was causing which was causing harm to the Indian economy. It was
Yes.
causing inflation, and it was making Pakistan billions of dollars per year. You print fake Indian
Dang.
currency notes that look very real, and you exchange them on the international market for dollars or gold or whatever. It's going to boost your economy. It's going to earn you billions of dollars every year, and it's
So Pakistan was basically scamming. Pakistan was out here scamming. They was creating these fake Indian notes, trading them for dollars or gold, whatever it may be, earning billions of dollars from this. You scammers. Yes.
going to harm India at the same time. It was a win-win thing for Pakistan, and they had been doing this for at least 2-3 decades.
Oh my
And
God.
for whatever reason, the previous Indian governments never looked into this. They never took any action against this. And then Prime Minister Modi goes ahead with this extraordinarily drastic step of making all Indian currency worthless, all the major notes. And it was a very big risk. It was
Yeah.
politically dangerous. And
Yeah.
yet you see what happens from 2016 onwards. The
Yeah,
Pakistani
they suffer.
currency starts crashing, and the Pakistani economy from that time onwards has been dropping, has been doing every year more and more poorly, and now today it's on the verge
God.
of disaster. So
Yeah.
please understand that,
Lowest
try
it's
and
ever
try and
been
see the
in the
cause and
past
effect
10
over here.
years.
This is by no means a coincidence. In each case, you see the Pakistani rupees decline starts
Yeah.
around that time, only after 8 November 2016. So I would say, okay, whatever was told to the Indian public, see, you say one thing, and the effect can be something else. The intention may be something else. You will not say this openly that we want to destroy the Pakistani economy. We won't say
Yeah.
that openly, right? But
Can't say
that's
that
what's
openly.
happened. And you can see the effect very clearly on these charts. The decline starts after November 2016. So from that perspective,
Dang.
demonetization has been an astounding success. It has the nation that considers India to be its prime enemy, the nation that is essentially sworn to destroy India, see where it is today. So yeah, I would say it was a great success.
That's literally insane. To think about that. India was out here scamming, or Pakistan was out here scamming. India said, "That's enough of that. We're gonna go into demonetization." Although they can't say it was to ruin Pakistan's economy, cause and effect. You feel me? Actions and consequences. India said, "You know what? That's enough. We're gonna demonetize Modi, of course, one of the greatest leaders ever." Uh, and then Pakistan couldn't scam anymore. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I want to hear y'all's thoughts in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up, and check out the next one. I'll see you guys next time.